Now that you have the package installed and you understand what is going on, I'm going to talk to you about the homepage homework. So first you will go through this and make your list of what you think is not accessible. Then you hit preview at the top right so we can use our menu, and we go to homepage homework. And on this page, we're going to work on step 1, the hero image. And I'm going to follow these directions to the home page. And I'm in preview mode. So I'm going to click back to Builder so I can work on the page. Okay, that's the only way we can work on these components. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on this image at the top. This is called a hero image. And what has happened is on the right side, I see a component panel. In the component panel, open up background. From here, you can see this image I uploaded. Let's remove the image by hitting the word clear. That is gone. Now, we can change the background color with this bubble right here. I can move it to whatever I want. So I just want a simple plain color. Okay, that is how you do that. And I'm going to move the text around by clicking layout. So I'm going to close background and open layout. And then we're going to move the content alignment. Okay. So if I go to the left, do you see what has happened? To the right, or back to the center and to the right. You're just going to move it around to see what happens when you do that. This is the placement of text. Now there are other things that you can do. So I have moved it to the right, and I can take my content width and make it shorter. See how that adjusts? So it's really up to you. When you pick a hero image that you upload, it does not accept alt text, which we will talk about and work with later. And because it doesn't accept alt text, we want to make sure that when we upload our image, it has a very good name, a descriptive file name. Okay, so you may download something called Pexels 2456789. Don't use that. Rename it and choose something short and meaningful that conveys the purpose or the content of the image for users who cannot see it. So to upload the image, I can go back here to background, go here, click this. It's going to ask me to select an image. We'll see what I already have over here. I have all the regular ones. So I want to upload a different image that I just happen to have right here, just to see what happens. So it has put the image on. It looks a little funny, but we can move it around and change some things. So I want you to play around with it. Under background, it says image layout, and you have different options. You can have it fit, or it makes it smaller, style, and just different things. It kind of moves around when you do it. So I'm just going to go to scale to fill, and then the position is what it's seeing. So right now it says bottom right. That means it's seeing down in this area. Maybe I want to see the top left. And you'll adjust that however you want. Let's move this around. We'll go to the center, and things move around. So you'll adjust that on your own time. There are some things you should know. Hero images that, or any image that has a lot of visual detail, can make it very difficult to read. See, I just uploaded a new image, but I still can't read this. And even if I change the color of my text, it would still be difficult to read. Let me show you that. Let's go to content, and this is caption text color, which is a dark brown. Let's just change that to black. See, it has changed here. However, it is still difficult to read. I'm going to do this one. We'll change it to black just to show you. There we go. Did I get the right one? Oops. Caption text shadow color, that was just kind of an outline. And then the title text, let's change to black as well. And so I'm just going to drag this over here. But it is still difficult to read. So there are tips in the homework that you can follow to have a good hero image and kind of maybe put a block of color in places to make it stand out more. So I do have an example at the bottom from Thinkability Wisconsin, and you can use a photo editing program to do that. If you do not do that and you have a client, you can ask them to take care of it. They usually have a marketing person, but you can find somebody to be able to do that for you and make your text more readable. So finish going around and messing with things on the page. We also have the button, the primary button, which is the only one I'm showing, and it says button right here. But gosh darn, that is difficult to see. So maybe I changed the text color to a white. You notice how that made it easier to see. That, of course, is not the best. And then if we go to the hover color, that's what you see when the text goes over. And we really don't want that to change too much. So I want the text hover color maybe to be kind of a light gray. Let's see what happens. That's a little easier to see. Then you have the button background color, which is dark brown. Doesn't really go well with this, but I'm just going to make it black for demonstration purposes. And then you can also change the hover color. Okay, so I want you to mess around with that. If you want, you can add a secondary button by clicking this, but it's not necessary. So you can work with those and work on the radius, but the most important part is to have an image that people can see, and if there's text on it, you somehow make it readable. So sometimes you can find images of maybe mountains where there's a solid color in this area, or you can manipulate that. So that is your step one.